Now, let's
Both
get
good.
to, of
Right.
course, we know you got the merch. We're going to talk about the merch. Again, we're going to show you in person this time. And even though you don't see the screen, it's open. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But wanted to know, even though we talked about on the first, and I want you to go and check out the first interview so you'll know exactly how you got to the merch and wanting to be a designer and stuff. But let's talk about your other talent, which is being a dancer. You know what I'm saying? And, and doing choreography and stuff like.
Right.
What's up? How did that start? Give like,
All right.
and tell me what came first while you explaining. Right.
So it started off when we was young, you know what I mean? And my nephew, he used to love to put on the African beats and like the retro beats, and he used to be into the b-boy. So once I peeped that, I got, hooked to it sparked me up. So I was into the b-boy and the break dancing and stuff like that.
Not like b-boy.
Yeah, it's nothing like b-boy. So I learned how to do the b-boy and stuff like that, and then that opened up a whole nother door for me. You know what I mean? Then like my friends and the things I was seeing, like flexing in Brooklyn, B-Cat.
Facts.
Once I got introduced to that, it was like that took over everything for me for dancing. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, what's that? That's cool. Like, look how they use, look how they making their body move and all that. That was called anime.
Right.
So once I came across that, me and my friends, I found that my friends could actually do it, and a few other people that I know could do it, it shot up from there. Man, I started learning, and I became nice. My dancing name at that time was Stacks.
Stacks, yeah. Because I remember you had me mention that on our last interview. I was like, okay, well, who's Stacks and where'd that come from?
Stacks is something that we did when we dance. Is basically called connecting. So you basically like how the Egyptians do this. And
and it's like the octagon thing.
So you connect your hands in a pattern.
Wow, that's crazy.
Connected. That's all.
Yo, let me tell you, that's amazing, bro. Like that's an art, man.
I appreciate that.
I call that the what they call it, Tetris like.
Yeah, it's actually like
Tetris.
that, but you just with your hands, with your arms and your hands. And,
fire.
It was stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, gliding.
Right.
And, waving your body. So that right there with the b-boy, it just took me to a different level as far as dancing. I met a lot of people as far as dancing. A lot of native kids, you know what I mean, around my age or younger that was very creative, very talented, and very amazing.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And we put all of that together and we just made magic.
That's
crazy.
What
I mean? It's funny because a lot of them still to this day actually still doing that. You know what I mean? Shout out to you guys that's actually taking the time out to still do that and live that passion, because a lot of us kids out there still need that. So shout out to you guys.
That's awesome. What made you sort of like slow down a little bit?
Life.
Okay. Life happens, baby brother. Life happens.
So honestly, as I got older, I started being a little knucklehead.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Started getting into things that I wasn't supposed to. And life kind of took a different turn for me.
I got you.
You know what I mean? When life took that turn, it was a lot of obstacles that was tough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't too tough, but it was tough enough for any teenager or child at that time and that age to be going through things like that. So, when that happened, like anybody else, I had to basically reinvent myself, come to a realization this wasn't it.
Yeah, I get it.
So, and I had to start diving into things that was actually me.
Right,
you know what I mean? And that was more beneficial.
Right.
You know what I mean? So.
Quick question too, in the midst of all of that, without being too specific, without being, too revealing and or too general at the same time. Because again, this moment, you gave me this moment where I think that this is something that other people want to hear about, being not only recreative and reinventing themselves, but understanding that, okay, wherever I am now, because you don't know who's listening to this and where they are now. Right. What was your biggest like failure or learn moment, and how did that set you up for success?
Well,
to some degree,
That's a great question, by the way. And it was a lot of moments out my life that caused me to reflect on the things that I was doing.
Wow.
It was was some bigger than most.
Yeah. Wow.
It depends on the person. You know what I mean? Because it depends on how you feel about the things that you're going through. You know what I mean? So for me, things was tough. Things was rough, very hurtful. Yeah. But I always had that strong mind,
Yes,
that
sir.
strong mind state of, you know, coming to an understanding of not letting things drive me down
Right.
and keeping me there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I will allow myself to feel the emotion,
Got
you know,
you.
so I could be able to learn from it.
Got
You
you.
know what I mean? But at a point in time, you know, that feeling I automatically detach because I know that I can't stay there.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right,
Because if I stay there, then I can't come up with a outcome. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? I can't see.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
And that's one of my biggest fears of falling.
Got you.
Is being in a spot or a situation where you just can't do anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hopeless,
You don't want to be, you know, not doing nothing.
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean? Like you want to be doing something,
Right, right.
regardless if it's small, medium, or big.
Right,
you have
right.
to be able to do something,
Yes,
contribute.
absolutely.
So you know that was my main thing.
Wow, that's
You know what I mean?
that's powerful, bro. Powerful
Appreciate
situation,
that.
bro. You know what I'm saying? Really, man. You know,
Appreciate
because
that,
again,
man.
you know, everybody have to understand that everybody have a human moment.
Of course.
You know what I'm
of
saying?
course.
We have many human moments, many learned moments.
You know, the most important thing about that, us having human moments, we gotta keep in mind that it's okay when we do have those
I
moments.
like that. You got that.
You
You
know
got
what I
permission.
mean? Yes. You know what I mean? It's okay.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's okay. Everybody bumps their head, make a mistake.
Absolutely.
It's about what you gonna do to come back from that. It's always the get back.
Right,
What's your get back strategy? Your plan? How are you gonna tackle it so you won't experience the same feeling or that thing again?
Right.